All right, I figure I'd share 15 tips on how to throw your own show and make money. This should be useful to any performing artist of any genre, um, and you don't need to have a big following and none of that. All right, number one, know that you can't guarantee a perfect show, and all you can do is try your best for a good one. Once you understand that there's no guarantees and you just do your best, then you don't have those expectations, and that invites just better outcomes in my experience. So that one's pretty basic, more philosophical. Number two, know what size of venue to have it at. There's many different sizes of venues, from your dive bars to your little theaters or something to community centers and all sorts of shit, man. But let's just say in this one, we're not having a big name headliner, right? This is all just gonna be local. So you want to plan a show that will suit what kind of size show you're trying to throw. Um, the venue, like I just did, it has a capacity of just over 200 people. Um, and you don't need to fill that motherfucker even to have it feel like a full show. So that's a big thing. You don't want to overshoot it and then just have this big ass space with feeling empty and shit like that. Whereas if you did it at like some places, like we got the Arcade Theater Lounge, right? That's why I said theaters. That holds a good 1,000 people. You know what I mean? You don't need that for a local show. Just be honest with yourself. That 100 people that will go to the dive bar and make it look full as fuck, that 100 people, it'll just what I mean, the theater will still feel empty. All right, so that's a big one. Number three, set the date far enough in advance. You don't want to just be like, oh, okay, I'm doing a show in 2 weeks and then make up a flyer and scramble around and add people, and nobody's going to know about it. You can't give yourself a couple weeks. You got to give yourself at least a month in advance. And that's if like you're hitting the ground running. Like you already got the fucking flyer, taken care of and all that shit. Planned it enough in advance. I would even say like 2 months, maybe 3 months, you know what I'm saying? Just from time of conception and locking people down. Number four, try to pick a date less likely to have competition. If it's New Year's or whatever, don't throw a show on New Year's. Everybody's gonna have a New Year's party. Throw it after New Year's, you know what I'm saying? Don't throw a 420 show necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're gonna be guaranteeing the best 420 show, you know what I'm saying? Fucking throw the show a few weeks after 420. Kind of look around what's going around in your area, um, and see if there's any events that are also falling on this date that you have in mind. And if it is, if you see a bunch of competition or just a big show, people are gonna probably go to instead, postpone your show, or just pick a different date. You know what I'm saying? Always a Friday or Saturday, unless there's some kind of special occasion. I don't know, but Friday and Saturdays typically. Come on, man, you know what it is. Number five, have your merch stocked up. That's always a good one because, like like the first rule, you can't guarantee a great show, so you're gonna have to do everything in your power if you want to make money to do so. So have your merch game up, your inventory. Have as much as you can. Number six, don't put a bunch of people on the lineup, and pick the right ones. I see tons of shows where they just want to pack the lineup, um, for many reasons, right? You want to have that strength and camaraderie and like make it a big thing, a big spectacle, right? You want to put people on. You want to give them opportunities. You may think that by putting all these people, they're gonna have their following and all of them are gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? Which is true, but it could also be untrue. It could be very, very untrue. Um, You put a bunch of people that aren't on the business hustle side of it, and they just want, a look. They want to get an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's great. It's great, but will they actually have following that will come to the show? You know what I'm saying? Besides, their girlfriend or their one homie and shit like that. So be mindful of who you put on the lineup with you. Make sure it fits the type of music you do. Um, I don't put 10 people on the lineup. I try not to even put 5 people on the lineup. I have, if I'm doing it myself, I got myself and 2 other openers and a DJ. That's ideal. You want 3 people performing. There's a little room in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd say ideally no more than 5 acts. No more. That's tops. That's pushing it. So yeah, don't overpack the lineup, and know who to put on the lineup. Who's appropriate for your show? Who's going to keep the crowd entertained? You know what I'm saying? Know what these people are capable of. Do they put on good performances? Do they rap over their whole songs? You know what I'm saying? Which is not a good look. Do they tend to fucking get hella drunk before the show and then fuck up their shit? You don't want that. You want professional people, and people that are grateful for the opportunity, and people that are going to complement the show itself. Number 7, make the ticket price reasonable. Don't don't be charging some outstanding ticket price. For this one, we're talking about a local show. We're not talking about one with big headliners and, you know what I'm saying, where we get up the ticket price because you have to, because you have this investment. This is a low investment show. So, low investment, low risk, low ticket price. But you want to get your money. So what I would set it as is $5 or $10. Nothing wrong with 10. People are always willing to spend $10 to get into a show that they are confident that it will be good. You know what I'm saying? 5 is okay too, you know what I'm saying? But that's just lower yield for you in the end, you know what I'm saying? So just know how to gauge it. 15, kind of pushing it, because then you have to like literally think about this. Like, it goes from a 10 spot to like, okay, now they got to break a bigger bill. Just those acts are enough to kind of even sometimes just subconsciously turn people away. If they know they could just throw a fucking 10 spot on there, you know what I'm saying? Whereas if it was 15, or a dub, that's like, it's pushing it. That's pushing it. So 5 to 10 range is fine. And now you go into number 8, which is design an interesting but concise flyer. All right. And what I mean by that is, don't have this flyer that's just a bunch of just fucking random shit, random texts. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen some just horrendous fucking flyers where it was just unnecessary. They got fucking pixelated pictures of people, you know what I'm saying, that was obviously like horribly chopped and then fucking morphed and mutated. It's just terrible. It doesn't go with it. They have no kind of flow or direction in the flyer. This is all important, you know what I'm saying? Don't overstuff it with a bunch of fucking words and shit like that. Don't anything unnecessary, don't fucking include it. Don't say shit like, come out to the littest party of the don't say any of that shit. Don't it's just unnecessary clutter. You want on a flyer, you want just the fucking facts, and you want them clear, legible. If it's not like a big headliner, right? And I'm a local dude and I'm headlining my own shit, I'm just gonna put in big, bold fucking words, the biggest words on the flyer, hip hop night. And then slightly smaller than that, but still big, you say where. And then the date, you know what I'm saying? These are all the biggest words. What it is, where it is, when it is are the biggest fonts, like, that should be typed out. Then you have, the the supporting acts, and then the little things like 21 and is it 21 and up? How much is it? When the doors are open. Um, that's all smaller shit. But the biggest info you want, just front and center, no crazy fonts, just very fucking very professional looking. I suggest doing this in something like Adobe. You know what I'm saying? It's really easy. Like you just, you know, become a member of Adobe and you can download even just like phone versions of it. And you can get a flyer done, a beautiful looking one, very easily. And yeah, maybe have a picture in there if it's used well. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of it, there should be no pixelation. You should be able to zoom on these flyers as far as you can, and there's no pixelation. It's just as clear. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're aiming for. No pixelation at all. That just puts your shit at the bottom of the barrel. All right? So have an interesting but concise flyer, to the point. It grips your attention. Even if you're fucking yards away, you still see you see the font, and you know what I'm saying? You can make it out. You don't have to look at it for very long. You don't have to squint. You don't have to come up and read for fucking 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Flyer is very important. Now, once you have your flyer done, number 9, print out physical flyers. It is not enough to make a digital version of your flyer and just share it around your social medias and shit, to your friends list. It's not gonna cut it. I mean, crazier shit can happen. You know what I'm saying? You could have an okay show, I suppose. You know what I'm saying? But in my experience, it's not enough. If you're trying to do a show locally, and especially it's like local people, make the flyer, bring it to a copy center, make about 100 flyers. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in that ballpark. Physical flyers really, really matter, and that's what's gonna make your event look like an event. It's gonna look like a thing because of it. Now, once you have your flyers, number 10, get permission to hang the flyers in businesses. It's not about stapling flyers to a tree or some shit, which is littering. The city will take them down, and you could actually get, like fined for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about that. Flyers outside are not good anyway. You want to go to every business in your area, walk in, talk to someone who's working there. There's a whole tact to it, you know what I'm saying? Talk to someone, ask permission to hang it up, and put it right up in their windows. You know what I mean? Where it's safe. You got the added protection. It's not going to be torn down by people, typically. And you're building these relationships with businesses, and it'll be much easier to go in next time, right? Because you've already talked to these people. Places to avoid are anything corporate, any corporate restaurant, like any gas stations or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Anything's in the mall is usually a no-go. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's just really corporate. What you're going for are like local businesses, just like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Mexican restaurants are great. They're always the homie. Other restaurants, laundromats, fucking, goes on and on. But usually they have to be local. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that are working with you. Number 11, promote at the colleges. This is a big, big one. Once you've done your businesses, and that's from like just not even just the little city that you're in, but the surrounding cities. Just anything within maybe 45 minutes of where your venue is going to be done. So once you've done that, approach the colleges, and usually they're pretty cool about it too. You just got to know where to go and who to ask. You usually just go to their information center. Every college has got something like that, and they'll look at your flyer. And as long as it ain't no vulgar shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you made a very professional, concise flyer, right? They're not going to reject it. What they're going to do is stamp it and, approve your flyer. And then, shit, man, hang it. There's bunches of places in the campus, like common areas where you can actually hang the flyers. And then you can, like, go a step further and print little handbills and just leave little stacks of them in these common areas. You know what I'm saying? All that helps, man. The college crowd, they're always wanting something to do. And as long as your show falls on a date where they're gonna be in town, you know what I'm saying? That's just more people that'll come just to go. Number 12, post more reminders on social media as it gets closer to the date. Like I said before, just posting on social media is not going to cut it. This is after you've done all the fucking the footwork, you know what I'm saying? You've gotten all the posters up in all the businesses in advance, right? About you want a month of these posters hanging up in these businesses before your show. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Give it some time to breathe and let people get that traffic. You know what I'm saying? Um, but as it gets closer to the date of the show, I'd say like the week of, you start sharing the digital flyer a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Share the original post, uh, add it to your stories and shit, and then coming down to like the last 3 days until the day of the show. That's when you really want to do reminders and pop out, even just record a video, and you know what I mean, because the little things like that matter. People like seeing visuals. They like seeing you talk about something and um, convincing them more or less. You know what I'm saying? So as it gets closer to the date of the show, really drive it home and make that presence and remind people. Because people got lives, you know what I'm saying? And maybe their intention is good. Maybe they intend to come out, but maybe they forget, you know what I'm saying? Gotta remind them. Number 13, entice people to come out the day of. That's kind of what I was just saying. But like the day of, um, give them something. Like, hey, the $10 ticket price is gonna be cut down to five, um, until whenever 10 o'clock. People who show up before 10, they get in for $5. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. Or you know, if you have a lot of merch and it was cheap to print up, maybe you give some merch away. You know what I'm saying, like first 20 people, 50 people will get a free CD or something. Entice them. Number 14, stay somewhat sober and oversee everything. All right, this is a fucking important one. This is your show. You are throwing it, you are running it, and you want to be as professional as possible. I see so many motherfuckers just getting fucking shitty drunk at a show or worse, and they're not present. They're not there, and they're just running around feeling like a star and shit. Meanwhile, it's just going to shit, and there's no structure. You don't want that. Stay sober as much as possible. Be clear headed because you have a lot to look after. You know what I'm saying? You got your merch, you got the people at the door, you got the sound man, you got the DJ, you got the other artists. You know what I'm saying? You got all the people that came for you. You know what I'm saying? That you have to talk to and be present for. You know what I'm saying? So it's good just to have eyes everywhere. Give everybody um, the time and talk to everybody, but always be looking. And I'm checking on the door regularly. I'm checking on the DJ. I'm making sure my openers are good and keeping that structure. Which brings me to the last thing that I thought of. Number 15, have specific times. The start time, the performer times, DJ breaks, and then like a reasonable cutoff time for the show itself. Another thing I see is just that because you're not all there, you know what I'm saying, you're not present, these things are gonna fall apart. And I've seen just nightmares happen, you know what I'm saying, where maybe the fucking opener's nowhere to be found, or maybe the person throwing the show doesn't give a fuck about the opener and puts them on hella early when no one's there yet. You know what I mean? Or there's all sorts of shit that could go wrong. So be as punctual as you can. Have a fucking itinerary. Doors are open at this time. Allow time for the people to show up late, because that's what people do. You know what I'm saying? That people don't want to be the first ones there. So if you want people there by 9, tell them it's 8. And then if they're there, they're there. They're gonna get comfortable, and they're gonna already start drinking and all that good shit. So have a good start time. Have all your performer times very specific, be logical, and do your math and see when the show will end because of that, and stick to it as much as possible. But like I said, when you only have 3 people on a bill instead of 10, when you 10, you gotta have fucking everybody's gotta be like now, no matter what. It's ruthless and it's exhausting on the crowd, everything. It's just, but when you have 3 people on the lineup, right? You don't have to force that first opener up when there's nobody in the crowd. You can push it back as long as you keep your time in your head. So that 9:30, if we need to push it to 10 and your opener's only doing 15 minutes, that's cool. That's still all right. He's going to be happy. And then you only have 2 more acts, bro. And it's not this huge lineup that you're now going to go till fucking 2 in the morning with. Make sure your DJ's good. You know what I'm saying? Check on him because he's the one that's like the backbone of the whole show. And then just be on it, man. Have a few minutes between each artist to give the break to the crowd. Let them get a smoke. Let them get a drink. Don't just beat them over the head, you know what I'm saying? Especially, yeah, if you were having 10 artists on the lineup, that's exactly what you'd be doing to the crowd, just beating them over the fucking head, non-stop performances. They don't want that. They want to hear the DJ. They want to hear some songs that they do recognize. And that'll give them the time to recharge, and they're going to be stoked to hear the next artist. All right? So by the end of it, man, if you have 3 artists and you start at 10, bro, there's no reason. Like you could be done with all the performances by midnight and still have a good hour and 40 minutes of the DJ just rocking before last call. You know what I'm saying? Let the crowd just fucking decompress and let all the artists mingle and everyone's, you know, just enjoying the DJ. That's precious time. You know what I mean? That counts for something. Nobody wants just performers the entire night. Performers should be a part of the night. All right, so that's 15 tips on how to throw a show. And if you do this, there's no reason that you couldn't pay everyone out and still walk away with a nice chunk of fucking money. So, which brings me to my last point. This is post show. So this isn't how to make a good show, but this is an important one too after the show. Pay all the people that were involved based on what they put into it. All right? If you've done all the legwork, you made the flyer, you did all the promotion, you've done everything, you oversaw everything the night of, you know what I'm saying? So this is mostly yours. You can enjoy a better part of the portion of what you earn. This is your shit. But pay people what they deserve, man. And if you can pay them and hook them up, do it. Do it. Hook your opener up, man. It doesn't take much. Hook the DJ up fat because that's the backbone, you know what I'm saying? Hook the sound man up because that's the other crucial part of the equation. But you could pay all these people and make the money back that it took to print out the flyers, bro. No reason you shouldn't walk out with that motherfucker with $700 off of maybe 100 or so people coming to the show. Whether they stayed the whole time or they paid a little bit, they paid and stayed for a little bit and bounced, you know what I'm saying? You still got that money. You could pay everybody out and still get paid. So that's how I throw a show, and they seem to be successful. You just got to do it right. Plan in advance, put the right people on the flyer, make a good flyer, get that flyer out in enough time, and keep on it, man. And handle everything professionally, you know, to sum it up. All right? I hope this helps you. And yeah, man, good luck, man. Do it. You don't need no big names. You don't need to have buy-ons to a show or none of that, man. You can invite the right people to be a part of it, and you can all walk away paid instead of paying in some way. Because, you know, whether it's not a buy-on, you know what I'm saying? It could be other things like travel expenses and shit like that. But there's no reason why anyone involved in the show shouldn't walk away with money. So, yeah, did I miss anything? If I did, let me know in the comments, all right? Highway, get at me. Much love.